So I know I wanted to make a video about what actually makes my life meaningful and what actually brings me like a deep sense of joy. So honestly, I suck at making videos, but the point is to try. Again, the point is to try. So I'm just gonna start telling you. So my brain rewards me. My brain rewards me quite well, in fact. What I mean is, a lot of people can kind of get addicted to things. A lot of people just don't find a lot of meaning in life in general. But that is not the case for me. And by the way, I'm going on a walk while I do this, kind of by the highway. But my brain rewards me heavily. Now, my brain also suffers intensely at the thought of the evil in the world, right? So, so I carry with me the evil of the world, the weight of it, because in Christian teachings and in, it's just generally a good teaching, take on the suffering of the world. Take some responsibility for it so that you can be a part of the change. And so it's a really hard thing to do. That is such the point that I need to make in addition to my main point here. But it is so hard. In fact, it's beyond hard. But what I would actually ask you to do is to make a true sacrifice to make the world better and to take on some of that suffering. Because I know I have, and I know that I still have more suffering to take on and actually to make a change. And what I mean by suffering is you look at the problems in the world and you know that something needs to be done about it. You don't just sit by and continue with your life. You make necessary change, and you make specifically the hard change. So for example, if your favorite company, if you order Amazon products and it comes out that Amazon is partaking in exploitative methods of operating, then you would then simply boycott Amazon. Or at the very least, you would write letters to the government or to Amazon. Do you see what I mean? And so I need people to do this. I need people to do this with me. Now, so as I was saying, my brain takes on this suffering, right? My brain keeps it, and I keep it with me. But I have been fortunate enough to have had a very good brain that rewards me for that. So my brain rewards me for making hard sacrifices. I do not have a home. I will not pay rent. I want to reduce. So I've worked before. I don't have a problem working. It is fun. It is fun to work a job. It is fun to be with people, to talk to people, to actually provide good customer service. I've done it, but I had to stop because I was going to get complacent with it. I do not want to have an economic footprint. I have chosen that. And I also do not want to pay taxes unless I know where the money is going. So I want to be a very educated consumer, right? So I mean, I'm sure we all want to be educated consumers, but I want to be an educated and productive and truly thoughtful consumer of life itself. And how many other people do you know have made these sacrifices? I feel so alone, dude. And it's dark out here. You can't even see my face. You can't see my facial expression. But I feel so alone, dude. It's not fair. Everybody, and I say that, but I recognize that everybody else feels alone too, right? At some point. And, if I were to go more generally, everyone in our society is a little bit insane. Which is not really the point of this, but I feel so alone, man. I've had to search literally across the country to find like-minded people. Can I tell you why my voice is different right now and why it's dying? It's not because I'm sick. It's because I just walked by the highway, right? And I fucking screamed. I screamed, bro. I screamed and I sang songs as loud as I could, bro, because this suffering that I have chosen to take on, and I chose to take it on purpose because I believe that if I do, good change will come from this. I have done this on purpose. Let me name you. So if I were to, I just want to like make sure that like I'm not rambling and it's for nothing, right? So I'm going to tell you exactly the problems that I am trying to take on here. So child exploitation, right? So I have a personal experience with that, and I was hurt by it in a very specific way. So I think about that problem and I take steps, right? Light pollution. So pollution in general, right? So everybody, it's not controversial. Everybody can agree that pollution is bad. Everybody, even more so, everybody can agree that exploitation of children is bad. So it's not whether it's bad, it's whether how much effort are we going to put in to actually make change. Another problem is like just mental illness in general, like schizophrenia. Like I've seen it. It's heartbreaking, right? It's heartbreaking. So what can I do? What can I do? There's paranoia in our society. There's people feeling hopelessness. And so I wish I could just give you like a video that would gain attention on YouTube. And so it would be a negativity-centered video, because that's what seems to do the best, right? It's because it tickles that part of your brain that just really kind of likes to see something negative and then think about it. And it's like, oh yeah, that pisses me off. So I like hearing about that because it, and trust me, I'm the same way. I'm not above you. I still feel like my brain gets kind of tickled when I see some insane shit on the news or whatever, right? But, oh my goodness. All right, I finally lost my train of thought, but I'm lucky to have gotten this far with what I'm talking about here. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. So I need people to take on the weight of this suffering with me. That's what I need. Like, I'm not gonna, I don't want to, like, politely ask anymore. I feel like we need to do this as a society. We need to change things. I have restructured my entire life so as not to be a consumer, if you will. Now, I still consume things, but significantly less than anybody else that I see in my day-to-day life. Significantly less. I have traveled the country looking for people who are like-minded. And I don't want to share too much about what I found, but I have found something great. I have found a few places. So, if you want to find like-minded people, you can talk to me, or you can just search the internet high and low. Because the problem is that like-minded people aren't going to be next door, and I don't know, there might be some in your general community, but what I have found best works for me is to find like-minded people across the entire world. And obviously, we use the internet to do that. So that has proven to be good. So the internet is good. Yeah. Like, you know what? I was talking about something before I went on that rant about needing people to make sacrifices with me. I was saying that my brain rewards me for everything. My brain, it enjoys songs. It enjoys art in general. So we all have art that we like. We all have art that has saved our lives. I'm pretty sure you know what I mean when I say that. What art has saved your lives? Leave it in the comments, and I will look into it a little bit. Not too much, right? But I will hear you out. Tell me what it is and why you like it. I want you to feel heard and seen. So my brain takes all this art in. And then I guess not everyone is like this, unfortunately. But it takes all of this art in, it takes these burdens, and what it makes is a very, very meaningful life. It is so full and rich. It is so full and rich. And to imagine that there is somebody in the world who does not have this richness is heartbreaking. It hurts me deeply. That's another burden that I carry. So, you know, I'm happy I was finally able to make a video. And I'm literally screaming right now. I'm yelling. My voice hurts. I want to hear. I want to feel seen and heard, but truly, I need to get this message to people. I've been waiting so long. I've made more videos recently. But I desperately need to connect with people. Because these things, man, they've been weighing on me. I do not want to live half of the time. I do not always want to live. In fact, what I realize is that even when I'm in the clearest and healthiest state of mind, even then, I still do not want to continue living necessarily. I have negotiated with myself, right? So what I've said is I want to finish my work in life. So I want to write letters, make videos, try to connect people, try to build a home for myself and some people who I care about, right? So I have this life purpose. I have it. That's what my brain has given me. I don't know where my brain came from. I don't know if it came from God. I have thought extensively, of course, because, like, I've left room for myself to think in life. I didn't just numb myself to the pains of our world. I go out here. I go out into the woods. I go out anywhere I can. And I think and I talk and I write shit down. I have journaled everything that I believe in, and I have made it public. I've made it online, and you can find that work whether you contact me or look into my channel a little bit more. So everything I care about is online and public. And I have done this intentionally in the last few years of my life because I want to connect people. I want suffering to die. And I sing about this so passionately. I want it to die. I am so done with the evil in the world, especially the preventable forms of evil. So I don't care what we have to do. I don't care if we have to. If you're a Christian, that's great. If that belief system helps you be a better person and find hope, that's great. But the problem for me is that not everyone has that. And so I need to use the rest of my life to make the truly hard sacrifices, but also to live a decent life while doing that. I want to prove that it can be done. That's one of the things that I tell myself. That's one of my own slogans kind of, is prove that it can be done. And it's not and this is the funniest part about it, is I don't work hard. I do not work hard. I make hard sacrifices sometimes, but I'm not out here grinding. I don't fucking grind. I barely work hard. I barely fucking work hard because I don't necessarily need to. I just need to make some important and key decisions that align with my values. And so let's fucking do it, man. Let's fucking do it. Let's turn this ship around. Do you know what I mean when I say let's turn this ship around? Look at society, look at all of it. If you're like me, you're a big picture thinker. So you'll be able to look at everything and be like, oh my gosh, yep, that's fucked. But if you're like me, you'll think about the big picture in the first place, and it'll be constantly weighing on your mind. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, what can I do? Dude, talk to me, email me. I've even set up a Discord, right? So just get in contact, search for people, keep going, bro. Don't give up. It's so fucking cliche. Oh my gosh. So dude, I'm done with it all. I'm gonna make a sacrifice, and I'm going to be one of those actual people who do something extreme, like leave society. And actually, if you research it, if you actually look into it, you'll find out that you don't have to leave society. You don't have to be part of one of these stereotypes of, the wild man who goes into Alaska, or you don't have to fit into a stereotype the person who sat in his room and grinded for 24 hours a day and made $1 million empire. You don't have to fit into that stereotype. You don't have to fit into a hobo stereotype, like a filthy street hobo. You know what I mean? We all have that image in our minds of a hobo, who's on drugs, of course, because everyone who's homeless is on drugs. I mean, a lot of them are. That's the fucking insane part, dude. This life is so fucked. But guess what? My brain rewards me. My brain is rewarding me. So what that means is even in my darkest moment, I am still so prosperous. It's insane, dude. And so And so I don't know how to activate that in other people. But I want to. I want everyone to feel this. Dude, open up your heart and just like be kind of a philosopher. But if you want to get into a belief system like atheism or Christianity or whatever, then do it, right? But just be wise and be empathetic. Be overly empathetic if you have to. That's what I've been doing. I've been being overly empathetic. I have sacrificed my soul a little bit to be more empathetic. What's happening here is great in my life. And I really want to know that it's happening in someone else's life. But again, you don't have to fit into a stereotype. You can just be you and you can be free. And if you want to talk and possibly even try to work together, then that's an option, right? If you came across this video, which is the other problem for me, is it's hard to connect with people even still. But guess what? I'm going to upload this video. And I'm going to try again and again and again. Because with the rest of my days on Earth, I am going to try to make the situation on Earth better. Especially for those people who are like suffering in darkness. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do that. But I put together a lot of ideas. And I've taken quite a lot of steps. And this is a step right now. Although very chaotic and although very passionate and angry, this is still a step to take for me. Please take the steps too. Please. Like, this is, if anything is going to be your sign to make a sacrifice, I would like it to be this. So make a sacrifice in life. If you're considering having kids, consider not having the kids and instead possibly adopting or just like helping the children in your life who already exist. You know what I mean? It's just stuff like that. But honestly, I can't tell you what to believe or how to be a human, right? Because that's unfair of me. But I think I can encourage you to be more empathetic, or to just like take another leap, or just have more hope. But ultimately, I am so angry. I am angry at the state of things and at what I see in day-to-day life. It is hard for me to be in a city anymore. Because every corner I turn, I see a new way somebody could be exploited. Or I see a new way that peace is disrupted. It could be anything from cars just driving really loudly. That hurts people. It doesn't hurt everyone, but you need to understand that a loud car, it hurts the emotional and well-being of people. And then there's just so many other things, like, you know, you walk into a gas station and it's just like, why do you sell so much alcohol? Why do people even get drunk in the first place? Is it just escapism? I mean, you know, that's what you think about when you're like me. And there are other people like me who I need to connect with. So again, the point is to try, dude. The point is to try. I am proud of myself for making this video right now. My brain is so strong and generally healthy. And even still, even with this incredible gift that I've been given, I don't want to live so much of the time. And so I am, you know what? I just might title this video something that alludes to suicide, something that alludes to that for the sake of getting more attention. I just might. And then even right now, right? Even just walking right now, I see homeless people who are across the bridge in the cold. And of course, I'm very confident that they already have their system set up so that they can sleep semi-comfortably for the night, right? Because there are sleeping bags. It's not entirely freezing yet, but the point is that it exists. And so homelessness as a lifestyle is okay. That's controversial, by the way. I've seen it to be controversial. But I'm here to tell you that as someone who has chosen that, at least seasonally, I'm going to say that's okay. It's okay to choose to withdraw from society and to live a different way like that, especially if it's low impact. It's, you're participating less in the economy or whatever. But it's just the principle of it. It's this idea that there are people who are just everywhere, who are possibly on drugs, and everyone out here is going to have a different story. But if you've seen those like street interviews with homeless people, you see a lot of struggle, and it's not always necessarily drugs. A lot of it is, and of course that breaks my heart too, but it's just the struggle to begin with. Why would homelessness exist? Why can't, instead of having that exist, why can't we have publicly accessible land so that every human being, no matter who it is, every human being can go somewhere and then put together a small structure for themselves or plant a garden for themselves? So in an ideal world, everyone would be allowed to live. But unfortunately, living has become controversial. For some reason in our society, people can't live. They're exiled to the streets. And it's just insane. It's fucking insane. This is all insane. I am so heartbroken, and I need to connect with people. So honestly, I'm running out of things to say. Dude, please, are you with me on this? Like, are you with me? Like, I ask God if he's with me. I'm constantly looking for hope. But again, if your brain is like mine, or if there's some way that your brain can be like mine in relation to, like, just having a meaningful life, like, just that, right? So if there's some potential for that to exist for you, then, like, how can that exist for you? How can that be done? Whether through religion, through thinking about what I've said, I don't know. Just listen, let me tell you something. So one of my quotes in life is to just try your best. It's so cliche, but it literally, it's like the literal version of try your best. So it's just like, just fucking try your best. Just like try your best, and then if you're actually working towards good, then you'll be on the side of the people who are good, or just goodness in general in the world. I'm hoping this is going to make sense, but it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be impossible if it does make sense. But just try your fucking best, and if you try your best, then it's okay, bro. Like, no matter the outcome of life, like, if humans destroy the entire world or whatever, like, it's fine. Just as long as you've tried your best. As long as you've done your part truly and fully. And I did forget some things that I wanted to say with this video, but I think I should end it here soon. So I am tired, I am afraid, and I think I'm probably depressed. And I don't want to live. I am steadily giving up on life because I just feel like I don't want to participate in a world that just seems so harmful, just at every turn. And I've gone into depth with that in one other video, I think, but I should go more into depth into that topic. But like, even though I have so many people who care about me, I still kind of want to die. But again, if I were to circle back to what I've been saying, like, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. So most people, it's going to register as a bad thing. Like, it's just culturally ingrained. Okay, you have to live no matter what. And most people even say, hey, you have to prioritize your happiness. And to that, I simply say, fuck you. Fuck you. That's selfish as fuck. I have danced around trying to say that. So I have said, oh no, that doesn't seem right, you see, but But no, now I'm just going to say, fuck you. Because, no, the world isn't just about us. No. So, a lot of us in America, we benefit from systems that have proven to be exploitative. So, we got the supply chain of food. We got animal cruelty and beauty products. The list goes on and on. We have super affordable home delivery and technology at possibly the expense of others. So at the very least, we need to look into what we're consuming. And if we want to actually not be selfish, we have to actually make real change. And that includes not buying brand new things anymore, ever again, period. Not buying brand new phones if you find out that there's exploitation behind them. And honestly, this stuff, it's kind of just the small stuff. But most people don't have the time to do this because they're so fucking exhausted. But they're exhausted because of this world that is seemingly designed to make you exhausted, so you don't really pay much attention to these things. Now, I wish I could tell you that it's all part of some, like, plan from, like, the secret societies or, like, companies or whatever. It is from some of them. But I don't know how coordinated it is. So I can't tell you that part of things. What I can tell you is the part that we can change. What we can actually do. So I'll sit here and I'll yell for as long as it fucking takes for somebody to hear me. Everything, man. Be conscious of everything. Be overly empathetic. Be overly empathetic. It's taken me very far. Be minimalistic and empathetic. And if you have these true, deeply loving values, they're deeply loving and beautiful from what I can understand in life. And honesty. And if you just keep trying to share them with people, I think you'll go far too. Because in my experience, I've told these things to people and they don't understand. They don't fully understand. Some of them understand a little bit. And again, that's why I'm trying to find more like-minded people. But some of them understand. And it's just if you're on the side of good, then, bro, you're going to win. Like, you're going to win in this war of, like, good versus evil. And I hate to word it like that, but that really is how it is. So, please recognize evil, too. Recognize evil. Have, like, good values. And, like, dude, it's so easy for us to numb ourselves with alcohol, videos, etc. And to also numb ourselves with jobs. So when I was working a job, it was good, but I did not have time. So it was a part-time job. And even then, I did not have the time to actually do my hobbies and such, right? So it's just exploitative at its core. It's not good. It's good a little bit. It's good sometimes. But if it doesn't align with your values, then something needs to change. Something needs to change. So when my brain and the architect behind it, or whatever is behind my creation, right? When that entity or collection of entities has made this beautiful painting and masterpiece that is like my meaning in life, when that has been created, I can only hope to share that with other people. And so that's like one of the ultimate goals, if not the ultimate goal, is to have a meaningful and full life. But if you and I could just please figure out how to incorporate other values like empathy into that meaningful life, then I think we're going to not only go far, but I think we are actually going to save the world. And it sounds corny and like unrealistic, but if you're like me, you want to have hope that the world will be saved, and you want to do your fucking part to ensure that's going to happen. So, bro, this is your sign now, right now. Like, come with me, go with me. Like, I want to be on your team too. We'll be far apart if we need to. I'll be in my part of the world, you'll be in yours, but we will build something great together. Just like a revolution against exploitation, I guess. But yeah, I have my projects. They'll either be in the description or in my channel information. But honestly, thank you, because this is it's hard to talk about this. It's hard to get these thoughts out. It's kind of easy when I start talking, but man, it's hard. Like, this life is actually hard. So if by some miracle something of this resonated with you, I don't know, man, talk to me. Like, do something. But honestly, thank you for your time. I'm gonna end it now because I'm just gonna ramble if I keep talking. But thank you. We will win. Like, we will fucking win. We will actually win. And there will be no evil that triumphs in this world. Not on our watch. Thank you.